You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. It's Cassper Nyovest. Did I say that right?
Nyovest.
Nyovest.
Just about right.
You got to get his name right, because that's why they got mad at us the last time.
Yeah.
I first got introduced to Cassper when Kanye did the floating stage.
Yeah.
And then people started hitting me up, and I was like, well, I heard Kanye got that from some artist in Africa.
Right.
I didn't mean it as a diss.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just said some artist in Africa.
If you're a big deal somewhere and someone regards you as somebody.
I get it.
Yeah, someone in Africa. I mean, for my people, it was a bit disrespectful.
Like if you said the black guy from The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, you know what I'm
You're right.
And we actually know someone in common.
That
and
wouldn't have hurt me.
He was texting me about that. He was texting me like, "Oh, my boy Casper's coming on the show tomorrow." So.
Who, Joseph?
Yes, Joseph.
Oh, yeah, that's the dude.
But I really didn't know your name, though. I felt that was kind of arrogant from like African people to be like, yo, that's like if somebody you didn't know an artist from over here and you just said the artist from America. Like, it's not
But
like I said
why do you
some
think
jerk
it's
from
arrogant?
Africa.
Why do you think it's arrogant? That's what I'm saying. For them, I'm a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're defending their guy. This
Yeah.
is our,
Absolutely.
And they had
superstar
and
here.
they had to.
And this is our, superstar, one of the biggest artists here, and we want to make sure the world knows.
But and Discovery is good.
Yeah.
And Kanye did steal your floating stage idea.
Yeah, he did it after me. I don't know if he stole it, but he did it after me. The funny thing is when we were doing that show, it's history, by the way, in my country, my continent. It was the first time an African hip-hop act does 20,000 people. It's like Madison Square Garden. So it was a big night. And we had heard that Virgil was in the country, so we were trying to get him to come to the show.
Virgil is Kanye's manager, right?
Yeah, he's part of the design team as well. So we were trying to get him to the show. I don't know how true it is because I didn't meet him, but we were trying to get him to the show. And then a year later, we see Kanye stage. And I mean, I'm not one to start anything. So I was like, yo, that looks like my stage. So I didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was DJ Academics put up a picture of me when Kanye said people are stealing his stages and say, yo, maybe Kanye was talking about this guy. That's only when I spoke about it. So
So they made it seem like Kanye.
Your stage,
you stole
right?
from
You
him.
did it
yeah.
first.
So I just came out and
You
said,
did
yo,
it
I
first.
actually did that first. You know what I'm saying?
So
People don't know how big Afro beats is and how big.
I'm a hip hop act, so
Yeah, he's
I'm not
hip-hop.
Afrobeat.
Yeah, he's not
Afro
Afrobeat.
beats. Okay.
You sure Virgil wasn't there in disguise?
I don't know.
Taking video of the show?
I don't know. You see, like I don't like accusing people of stuff because I've been accused of stuff that I didn't steal. You know what I'm saying? So all I know is that we try to get him to the show. I don't know if he was in the country at all. We just heard that Kanye's dude is here. We try to get him to the show, and then later on we saw Kanye stage like a year later. So that's all I know.
Have you ever had a conversation with Kanye at all?
I've never met him.
Wow. Now, if I'm trying to paint a picture for people here in America. If you had to compare your status to an artist here in the States, like who would it be? Like,
Who's the biggest rapper in the States?
Oh, it depends. I mean, of course we can go Hove always, rap-wise.
Yeah,
You
but
could say
like
But
right now,
new guy, I'd say Drake, Chance the Rapper,
so-
Kendrick.
Drake, Chance the Rapper, Kendrick, J.
the
Cole.
first name that comes up, I'm that. In
Let's talk about your rise to stardom, though, because it was
Yeah.
somewhat unconventional. I saw you've been saying that radio play.
Yeah,
Hasn't been
yeah,
so
because
great
I'm
for you.
100% independent. So I don't even have a distribution deal through anybody. So it's difficult to get on radio and stuff because there's systems in place. So it's been very difficult for us. But through the internet and just like the music resonating with kids all over the continent, we've been able to do some dope stuff.
I was surprised how big this scene is in Africa. When I did a tour
Yes.
over there, and the DJ before me played so many hip hop records and so many Afrobeats, both that I
Yeah.
never heard before, but had the
Yeah.
club rocking. That is such
Yeah.
a huge scene. So how do you get so big without radio?
Uh,
Is it just the internet or
I
the
think
touring?
I tour a lot. When we came in the game, we had to do things differently because we realized that we were never gonna get through to the people if we do the conventional way of waiting to get bookings and stuff. So we took our own money and we went on the road. We'd put up our own shows, paid.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah, invest in ourselves, and it worked out, So I think the internet as well, the fact that kids can get the song anywhere in the world right now, you've got very different platforms where people can just download a song. You know what
The
I'm saying?
streaming services
Yeah.
have been great.
But I also realized in Africa that I see a lot of. It's a lot of sponsorship. When we went out there, Heineken had something to do with us coming out there. The airlines, the tourist board. There was so many different sponsors. Is that help? Did they help with you as well?
No, only for maybe American shows. Yeah, like when they bring you guys out there, they'll get a lot of sponsorships. But we still struggle to get our own sponsorships. You know, so we put on our own money, man. It's difficult, you know. But somehow we did it. You know, I remember shooting my first video. To pay the guy who was shooting the video, I was coming straight from the club, and I literally took the money from the club show to the guy who was shooting the video, and that's what we've been doing ever since, just reinvesting into the project, and it's worked out, you know.
And
like
you've done some great hashtag campaigns as far as getting people to come and sell out shows as a local artist that hasn't been done before. Yeah,
the first time we did was fill up the Dome, which is 20,000 people, and this came after we were like just complaining about the treatment we'd get when all the big rappers like Rick Ross would come. Like the treatment we would get kicked off, backstage. We had to leave because Ross was there. So I just decided,
that's whack. I hate when people do stuff like that.
Yeah, I hate it too.
Y'all there all the time.
The bouncers too. I'm like, yo, man, last week I gave you money when I walked out. Now that this American guy is here, so we decided, sometimes it's just whack to complain. So we decided we're going to put up our own show and show people that, I'm as big as any American in my country. You know what I'm saying?
Even after you sold out the stadium with 20,000 people, they still treated you like...
Nah, everything changed after that, for me at least.
And that was a movement for people that really wanted to support an independent artist and to show really that as a young kid, growing up, you can possibly do something like this too.
So that's the whole thing. I just want to change the mentality of African kids, and because like where I'm from, we oftenly compare. Like when you say, who am I? Like when you compare in terms of how big I am, and it's like a compliment when people say, yo, you just like a Kanye of South Africa. It's just how we think. My whole thing is just to change that, and I just want to be Cassper Nyovest of the world. You know what I'm saying? So so when we do these stadium shows, it's just to inspire kids and say you could be as big. Or you could be as great as whoever. You don't have to go to America.
Now, my boy Joseph was telling me you also have your own phone company.
Yeah, I designed my own phone, but I collaborated with a company called AG Mobile. Yeah, so it was a very fruitful collaboration. They made
multi-millions.
Yeah, like they made like $500 million from the collaboration.
Where the phone at? Y'all got like your own Apple? What fruit y'all use?
No, I don't use it anymore because the company got liquidated or something. Apparently the demand was higher than they could supply, so they had to close.
Now, why is it so difficult for African artists to break through in the U.S.? It seems like it's very difficult. And I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've been doing more and more clubs.
Yeah.
And everybody's asking me for African music, African hip hop, African Afro. Like they're asking more and more and more.
Yeah. I think it's a blessing for y'all in disguise because, Americans are very patriotic. Mm-hmm. So for the longest of time, they've listened to American music only. So I think that's why it was very difficult for us to like break through, you know what I'm saying? So, but I think right now, through the Wizkid collaborations and Davido and everybody, like I think they're starting to be more interested in our music.
We're hearing it in the club now and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it important for you to break through in America?
Not anymore. It used to be.
Okay.
It used to be like it always was my dream to travel the world and make it big in America. America is sold to the rest of the world. It's like number one. If you could just make it in America, you could make it anywhere. So
that's
coming up,
change, buddy.
Yeah, coming up, I wanted to, and then I started traveling the world, and then I did come to America and figured out, how hard it is, and I saw 20,000, rappers in America trying to make it, and doing the same thing, and I'm like, I'm a hip hop artist. Like me rapping out here or making hip hop is just as difficult as an American coming to South Africa and trying to make Kwaito music. You know what I'm saying? So I just figured out, and I looked at my continent. I'm like, yo, there's so many black people out here who will appreciate this music,
right.
and there's more black people in Africa than there is in America. So I'm like, if I could be as big as Drake is in in America, here in Africa, it'd be good. So
your last album went gold on the first day.
Yeah, on the first day.
Tuto?
Yeah.
I pronounced it right?
Yeah, Tuto. You actually did. Yeah.
Tuto.
What's that mean?
That's my sister's name.
Okay.
It means education.
Dope.
Yeah, knowledge. Yeah.
Now I want to go back to the radio thing because on Tuto, on the record Confused, you say radio claims to play local, but all you hear is Drake vocals.
Yeah.
You sound like an American.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there was this rule that was put in place by radio that they'll play 90% local music, so that
90%.
90%.
Okay.
And after we heard about it, nothing ever changed. So and then what happens is South Africans are forced to make American sounding music to appeal to the crowd because that's all the crowd's listening to. You know what I'm saying? So if you're listening to hip hop, people listen to a certain kind of hip hop because of the trend. So
right.
So that's what I meant by that. So, radio claims to play local, but all we hear is some Drake vocals.
And you said on Twitter the other day, you said payola messed the game up.
Yeah.
That's very American too, sir.
Is it? So I guess it's the same. I guess it's the same thing.
It's the same everywhere.
When we were coming up in 2014, 15, hip hop had never been so dominant where I'm from. It was always like dance music. I know you guys know about house music.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was always house music. So hip hop was never that relevant until we came, you know what I'm saying? So all the kids started vibing to that. So and then we became stars. It was for the first time you could see like young girls put up posters of South African acts in their rooms and stuff, you know. So it was going well until, corporates came and just bought hip hop. Certain acts were given huge amounts of money, and then they bought into the radio space, and then now it's just like all about money. It's not really like who's the best anymore, who's putting out the best records anymore. It's really just about who can give the radio the most money, and they buying awards. It's hectic.
We've been singing this tune for about 20 years in America.
We're singing it right now.
But do you get radio play now?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Pay
it's
the
okay.
DJ like everybody else.
I'm not gonna pay the DJ, man. I'm not gonna. If I pay the DJ, I won't be able to live the way I want to, and I won't be able to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe in earning what I get.
I agree.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna pay the DJ, how long am I gonna pay the DJ?
Yeah.
Am I gonna pay the DJ all the time? And what if the DJ starts demanding a little bit more? Like it's just.
I think a lot of it
It's
too
like
is
extortion.
I think a lot of it too with the DJs is I think there's so many DJs that are not really DJs.
Yeah.
They just open up a laptop and it's just find their way in.
True.
And that's the problem. Like they don't have people that actually love the music and love the
craft. Love is
when
very.
I started, I loved the craft. It was exciting to hear a new song, exciting to hear a new album. Nowadays, it's not the same way.
True. I should say you guys are very nice in person. Leaving my country.
Meet online? What do you mean?
Everybody was like, "Yo, man, watch out! Like Charlamagne is gonna come at you."
Don't say you guys. They probably said Charlamagne.
Yeah, but when he came out, I was like, he's actually short in person. So I
could take him.
And then he was wearing Ivy Park slippers.
You were wearing Beyonce.
I know I got on Vicelands.
And
I wear Ivy Park too, so
yeah. So I was like, he's normal. So you guys are actually cool.
Yeah, I can't. Everybody tweeting me like, "Yo, be careful of Charlamagne, Cassper." I'm like, what the hell am I gonna say to Cassper?
I don't know, man.
You never know.
Now you're really big on maintaining your independence too. I saw you had a little dust up on Twitter. You got upset because someone contributed your success to a label called Kalawa Jasmine.
Yeah, man. Because I don't think people understand how difficult it is to stay independent and stay in control of your art and come as far as we've come. You know what I'm saying? So I never want my story to be told wrong, because if I don't correct that, then 10 years later, someone might think that that's true, So I always have to
check people.
Yeah, check people so that my story's never been told wrong, because I'm making history. For me to come out to the show and not have any record label or anybody funding me, anybody behind me is history for my people. You know what I'm saying? They can see how far you can go and stay independent. You know what I'm saying?
And you've had some hip hop beef too, as well.
Yeah.
Well, who? Tell us who you.
Who you had beef with?
I mean,
dude. Yeah.
A dude in South Africa?
Why are you looking around like that?
Yeah, I don't like talking about it because my thing is I'm just here.
More publicity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody,
things like that,
my whole thing is like everybody needs to work for them to get to a certain point. Like I can't be here talk about somebody who's never worked to get here.
You, or and then you
were kind of the underdog.
I was the underdog at that point, and then I took over and. Yeah, now I'm Mufasa now.
Now
I never saw the Lion King.
So that makes him Scar?
She never
that makes him Scar?
But I kind of know what it probably meant.
Have you ever thought about signing to a U.S. company?
Yeah, I've thought about it, but I don't know how it will work. I mean...
They do it all the time.
Rock Nation Africa.
I wouldn't sign to a Rock Nation Africa. Yeah. I wouldn't sign to any African label because, I mean... I'm doing pretty well over there.
You're trying to do a U.S.
I'm talking about a U.S. label.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'll definitely.
To get distribution in the United States.
Definitely, I'd do that. I think they're doing wonders for Wizkid and Davido. So I'd do that. I would never sign to an African label, though.
Like makes no sense. I get what you're saying. Yeah,
like a Rock Nation Africa. It just means I want to sign to Jay-Z.
Right. You would sign to Rock Nation, period.
Yeah.
There's your water, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, you got a record on your album I really like called Confused.
Thank you.
And you got a line where you say you are having sex with your old hoes to remember who you are. I'm big on returning back to my core just to stay focused, but you return back to your whores just to stay focused. What does that line mean for you, sir?
It's like I had to go back to, I had to revisit conversations because I'm like, how 50 blew up with his first album. Mm-hmm. I did like, everybody's career with my first album in terms of numbers and the money. And so I kind of got jaded, and then I started using my success to defend everything else. Even when I'm wrong, I will use the fact that I have money and you broke. And right. So, and then I think the music started suffering because of that, because my content now was like, I'm rich.
Money.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with talking about money. It's just like how you talk about it. And so I had to go back, like literally go and fuck my old hoes and chill with the guys that I used to chill with.
Get back to the struggle.
Yeah, and then also, and that's what helped me, the conversations, the slang, the subject matter, and that's what I meant.
Did those women know they were being used? Did they know?
Were they being used? No.
I
mean, they had a good time.
Bad Charlemagne, you get in now.
They had a good time. I wasn't disrespectful. They had a good time.
You still sleeping with them now?
No.
You did have a high-profile relationship, though. You have an ex-girlfriend that is actually still good friends with you.
Yeah, her name is Boiti. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's.
Is that who you wrote I Wasn't Ready For?
Yes.
You wrote that for her?
I said,
okay.
Yeah,
you gotta hear this song.
She got a new man now, though. He's a baller.
Oh, listen, it's like a Drake record times 100. He's
like
confessing his love for the woman, saying she was a great woman, but he wasn't the man she needed. He says he was giving his side bitches her side of the bed.
That's disgusting, Cassper.
That's bad, Cassper.
It's very American.
That's when I was jaded.
All right, you gotta go.
That's bad, Cassper.
That's when I was jaded. Yo, man, I was losing my mind, man. I was really, but I think I ended it at a time like I didn't hurt her as much. You know what I'm saying? I just
put the side bitches in the bed, Cass.
She didn't know.
Oh, okay.
She actually heard on the song.
That's like selling crack out your house. That's like selling crack where you live.
I don't know anything about the crack game, man. So your example, I was like, man, what is he talking about?
Biggie said on 10 Crack Commandments, never sell no crack where you rest at.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like selling crack out the house, man. You don't bring the side girl to that house.
I was change the sheets?
Put it in the guest room.
I didn't have anywhere else to go. Like
they didn't have houses?
My house was very comfortable, and I felt like I wanted to enjoy my house. So
you let her sleep on her side of the bed?
Sheesh.
You should at least.
She didn't sleep. She didn't sleep the whole night. It was a few hours. So.
Because you was fucking her the other hours, Cassper.
Hey,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
You've never done that?
No, hell no. And I'm a dirtball. I would never.
As a matter of fact,
ever in your life?
Never bring
girls
another
would
woman
have
into
sex
the
with him
house.
in the car and then not let him inside. I recall.
Man. So am I that bad?
Yeah,
yes.
That's disgusting.
How did she react to that record when she heard it?
Has she heard it yet?
Yeah, she heard it when the album came out, and then she was like, "Yo, I never knew you were cheating on me." And I was like, "Yo,
so you told on yourself.
I said I had to exaggerate a bit just so that the song."
Still lying.
Well, she's with a baller now.
You just still.
I heard he's a baller. I don't know if he's a baller. I heard, but I hope he takes good care of her because
you said that on the second verse.
Yeah, she was a good girl and probably somebody I would have, married or something if I was ready at that point. I just wasn't ready, and I feel like I did what I had to do at that point. If I didn't go through that and if I didn't have fun, I'd still be wilding out right now. You know.
You have another record called Destiny where you admit to being a terrible man when it comes to women.
Yeah, but on the second verse, it changes.
Got you.
Yeah, then I get the karma from I wasn't ready for you. So it's a 3-part, So after I wasn't ready for you, I meet another girl and I fall in love with her, and then she ends up leaving me for another businessman. So yeah.
I saw you hanging out with Paris Hilton also.
Yeah, but
she
that
got herpes, bro. Allegedly.
She was with her boyfriend.
Husband, yeah.
She's married. Okay.
Yeah, I think. No, I don't. She was with some dude.
Do y'all get those rumors in Africa?
What, the herpes?
Yeah.
Nah.
She allegedly got herpes.
Nah, I didn't know.
You sure?
I didn't know. Like, nothing happened. She was with her man, bro.
You got a little bump right here, Cassper. You got a little bump on
It's a pimple. It's a pimple,
she
man.
told him he smells good.
Yeah, she said I smell good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it was dope. I was never a fan until she was in front of me, and I was like, yo, man, fame is pretty powerful.
She don't do nothing.
I know, but until she stood in front of me, and then
you were like, that's Paris.
And I was like a groupie. Now I'm like, yo, I need to take a picture with her, and yeah.
You were cheesing extra hard too.
She's fly though.
Nah, we seen better. We seen a sex tape. You seen a sex tape? She got a sex tape.
Yeah, I've seen a sex tape. It was whack.
Now you said I like the fact that you're self-aware. Like, you hear the album, you can hear a lot of self-reflection. Like, you're fully aware that I guess you feel like you was fully yourself at one point?
Yes, I was, man.
So you have to go back.
I'm very honest with music because I feel like it's like my journal. I have to document every part of my life honestly, because if I don't, then I'm gonna get lost myself. So I always have to put it as exactly how I feel. I used to tweet a lot, but then I figured out that nobody actually cares on Twitter. You could come out and say the most heartfelt shit, and when people come out, they just, they can turn that into a meme. So I decided, So I decided to just put it on a record, and it's working out that far. So I always check myself. But I also have honest people around me, like my manager, T. Lee, and my best friends. They always, there's some real people. I don't have a lot of industry friends.
Is T. Lee the one on the album you said told you that you sucked at one point? At one point he told you was great?
Scoop.
Okay,
yeah, Scoop. Now he's like a presenter, like fashionista. He's a legend where I'm from. So he's a very honest dude. As honest as you are as well. He's, the same as you.
Right.
If there's one dude who's gonna check you, even on TV or radio, it's probably gonna be Scoop.
So when he told you that you didn't take offense to it, you was just like...
I mean, I was hurt a bit because it came at a time where I was really feeling myself. I was in the club, and then he started talking to me, and he was like, yo, man, I won't lie to you. You losing it a bit. And I'm like, whoa. He's like, yo, you need to like go back. You need to go find it. I don't know what you need to do, but you need to go back. And I was like, man, I know that it's coming from a good place. And I told him, yo, the next album is going to be my best. And it is my best. So when the album came out, he was like, yo, I'm really proud of you for doing that. Yeah.
You also have your family around you. And you said you had them on payroll.
Yeah. All my family has like a job through my companies. Like my sister runs my shop. And I have to, instead of just giving them money, I have to figure out a way to give them an opportunity to work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What kind of shop do you have? Their salary? Like
I have a clothing shop. This is my own clothing line.
You getting that money?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well.
Now let's talk about the collaborations you've done with some American artists. Does that happen because they reach out to you because they see how powerful? I'm
a hustler, man. I'm always reaching out to everybody. Mm-hmm. Like every time I get an opportunity, I just spoke to Envy right now. He says he's working on an album. I'm gonna try and get on that album.
Afro beats. Don't pay him no attention. That's what he thinks.
But I'll change his mind. I'll put him on. Like, so I'm a hustler. Like when I met Talib Kweli came to South Africa, and I was just supposed to be like a tour guide and show him the country, and then we went to the hood, and the kids saw me and they lost their minds. And he was like, yo, so what do you do? I'm like, I'm actually a rapper. And then I played him the song the kids that were singing, and then he jumped on the remix. When Drama came out South Africa, he was there just to play. I knew the promoter, so the promoter put me in the space to talk to him. And then we developed the relationship, and he jumped on one of my songs.
Black Thought.
Black Thought I met through Joseph. And then he's the first person I actually like sat with, and then we got into studio.
Record with Black Thought is tough. It kind of reminds me of Meek Mill's Liddy again. I can't. What's the name of it? I don't know the name of it.
Nyegele, it means forget about me. But Nyegele, it's like saying I'm on another level.
Was Liddy again kind of like a
I think for the producer, it sounded like that for me as well. Yeah.
What made you want to get Black Thought on a record though? I mean, he's one of the most underrated MCs over here.
Of all time. Yeah. I grew up listening to The Roots, so when I got a chance to meet him, it's one of my dream collaborations. And then it was tough to make a record with Black Thought because it's so intimidating. Like, he's one of the best lyrically, and he's a machine, man. Like, I've never seen anybody in studio do that. He had me pick the beat, and he recorded 2 verses on the same song and had me pick the one I liked in less than 30 minutes. I couldn't believe it. That's when I realized that I have a long way to go. Like, I grew up thinking, I'm gonna win a Grammy. Then, like, that night, I realized that I've got a lot of practice, to do. Like, he's really, really amazing.
I find it interesting that you was able to humble yourself though and be a tour guide.
Yeah,
with
man.
Talib Kweli.
I knew what I wanted, man. I'm a hustler, like I'm saying. Like, so I knew that I need to find.
America when Prince Hakeem was pretending to work at McDonald's, but he was really a king. Yeah. Everybody would bow down when they saw him, like he was from his country.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Just if I could just get in, that's my whole
it's a smart move.
Yeah, if I could just get next to him and get comfortable enough to talk to him. Yeah, I spend the whole day with him.
Then you have a rapport, and then you knew when you saw all the kids, they were going to know who you was. Yeah. Then you knew he was going to say, hey, who are you?
Yeah.
And then you humbly put it in there. Oh, I do some music.
Yeah, and it happened exactly like that. And we've been cool ever since, Yeah.
What's your relationship like with women now, though? Because like I said on Destiny, you said how you treat women bad. Are you
No, I'm a good guy.
Why are you looking around?
I'm just asking. I don't know.
I'm around like he's
all
not
them
sure.
girls in South Africa gonna be on line.
No, I'm a very no. They should. Yeah, if there's a girl who's out there who thinks I'm an asshole, they could say, like, I'm actually a very nice guy. I've just had problems of cheating when I was growing up. But I'm chilled now. Like, I'm not as. I'm 26.
Oh, you good? You don't gotta be faithful till you 30.
Don't look at me. I don't agree with that.
A whole till you 30.
Listen, the thing is that now you're in a different type of position, and obviously you don't want to just be running around with anybody.
Yeah, true.
Anything can happen.
Anything like what?
Herpes.
Anything could happen.
I strap up though.
You could end up on the blogs for whatever reason. Girls could set you up.
Yeah, but I don't mess with girls that don't have anything to lose. That's my other thing.
They have to have something to lose.
That's why I've liked celebrity girls all my life, because they've got something to protect themselves as well. So I don't just like random girls, because for them, that blog, could get them somewhere, or, some type of fame. But, when you mess with powerful women, it's either they've got fame or money, maybe they're lawyers, they've got things to lose and they have to protect that. So I like it. I saw you
tweeting Amber Rose trying to shoot your shot there.
Hey, man. I know it's, she's with 21 Savage right now.
Yeah, don't get shot in the States. Just
it's just a joke.
We want you to make it back to South Africa.
He said it's just a joke.
Yeah, I don't want that type of smoke, man.
Yeah.
People really shoot each other out here. We thought it was
what?
Yeah, for real. We thought it was like some movie shit. So and then one time I actually met somebody. I met some dude who was working at Casey Veggies, is actually one of my homies. He was working at his shop, and then we went back to Africa. And like 2 weeks later, we saw his picture go up. Like, yo, R.I.P. I was like, man. So like people really, really die out there. That's when I realized that it's really bad out here.
So how do y'all kill people in Africa?
Yo, man, witchcraft or something.
Don't give us that option.
I believe that, by the way.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
from South Carolina.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Yo, they're gonna come at me for that. Yo, you have gangsters. You have violence. They do.
Africa, yeah.
They do, but it's not as common for people to get shot for like beef or maybe like hijackings and robberies.
Boko Haram.
Yeah, but that's Nigeria. We don't have that in South Africa.
Oh, my fault. So y'all do a lot of fist fighting.
You like Boko Haram, man?
Hell no.
Oh, you like talking about it?
Oh, yeah. I like bringing them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw Ice Prince's interview and he spoke about
Ice Prince, my guy, how he doing?
He's all right. I haven't spoken to him in a while.
Uh-oh.
So y'all still do a lot of fist fighting in Africa?
Yeah. There's a lot of fist fighting.
Fair one. We call that the fair one.
Yeah. The people don't just shoot each other. It's probably a robbery if you get shot. Yeah.
Don't go to Chicago. It's a lot of shooting there.
I'm actually going to Chicago in 2 weeks.
Don't go to Chicago.
Chicago's a beautiful place.
I love Chicago.
There's certain parts that's like rough.
Listen, I think no matter where you go, you just have to be very aware and very careful. It doesn't matter if you go into a neighborhood that's considered a great neighborhood but just be aware and just be careful and make smart decisions.
Yo, man, I saw people getting shot up in LA outside a club.
Right. Anything could happen anywhere.
That can't happen in South Africa, not outside the club.
Yeah.
You know, it's really real out here. So I would never have beef in America with anybody. I probably even change my sound, become a pop star or something like.
Where have you been in New York? Where have you seen? What you seen?
I saw you landed and wanted to get a slice of pizza first and foremost.
Yes. I just been to Times Square, Quad Studios. That's all.
Nah, you rap about that on the album. You like Quad Studios. You talk about you went where Pac got shot.
Yeah. For
and
us,
you rap
man.
about Times Square in New York.
For us, we grew up like hip hop has been like a movie throughout. So hearing all these spots and hearing it in the music and then coming to America and then seeing the stuff is a dream come true, man. That's why I rap about all that stuff.
Make sure you go to the Pink House Projects in Brooklyn. Real nice place to visit.
Pink House Project.
Yes.
Isn't the projects that like a rough place?
No.
Don't listen to anything that Charlamagne
That's just some
has to
hipster
say.
stuff. A project. You know, you don't mean like just some hipster stuff. Pink
But
House
you do
Project.
have to make it to Brooklyn, though.
Brooklyn,
is
yeah.
monumental.
Yeah, we've got a show on Saturday in Brooklyn, right? Yeah.
Okay,
that's why I'm actually here.
Okay.
We've got a
how
show.
was the pizza you had?
I didn't have pizza.
Not yet?
I had wings. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't have the pizza yet. Yeah. I don't know which place to go. Apparently Joe's Pizza or whatever. Where are we supposed to go?
There's like 25,000 Joe's pizzas.
So where's the best pizza?
I don't really eat pizza, man.
I do. I love pizza. I can't help it. I'm going to give you a whole list of places that you should go.
Yeah.
Have you eaten any pussy since you've been there?
No. No, I just slept, man. Last night. I got here during the day yesterday.
Jet lagged?
Nah, I'm chill. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got any American girls yet?
Nah, I've never ever slept with an American girl.
Wow.
In America.
That might change after this Breakfast Club interview.
For real?
Yeah.
They're gonna see you.
Yeah, they should hit me up.
Out here.
Now, on Push Through the Pain, you said you almost lost your confidence for making music. They used to love you, now they make excuses. Explain that line.
When I was an underdog, like everybody was on my side, right? Mm-hmm. Like for everything, no matter what happened. And that's why I won like the beef and everything. People would listen to what I actually said and stuff. And everything that I did was celebrated, like whether I bought a car or anything like that. And then once you make it, then you become the enemy.
Right.
Then, then it's like, yo, you only big. Like I saw something saying I'm only big in my continent because I'm black. It's like the excuses are really hitting.
90% black continent, right?
Yeah. So, but it's like now they have a way to explain every single thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I only did 20,000 people because my friends are performing with me. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like it just became ridiculous. So, so
when
that's
you
what
tweeted
I mean.
and the guy came at you about how you claim to be independent, but you
yes, the Kalawa thing.
Yeah.
The other day I was on radio and I was rapping and I said, all my life I wanted to be American, and then I realized that actually being African is something to be proud of. And then they just left the second part. They just say, all my life I wanted to be American.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I realized that,
clickbait, that's what we call that over here, clickbait.
Yeah. So I realized that, success isn't all that sweet. Like it could actually turn you into the enemy. And all those comments made me second judge my music and my raps, and I couldn't write anymore because, you know, I would think, yo, man, maybe that line is corny, or, you know, because it's tricky. Like when you write music, like the dumbest thing for you could be the most genius thing for the next person. So then I started struggling making music. So I almost lost my confidence in making music. They used to love me. Now they make excuses, you know. So that's what I was talking about. Music? Yeah, everything. Every single thing. I rap, I write. I don't have writers. I don't believe in rappers having writers. That's not. I can't respect you. It's weird for me to listen to a rapper who has a writer, because usually when I listen to music, I'm thinking I'm looking into your life as a rapper, you know. So if you have somebody else writing for you, it's hard for me to look into your life because I don't know if it's your reality or it's somebody else's reality. So yeah, and in South Africa, like 80% of the rappers write their own music. Yeah.
So rap, in your opinion, has to be honest and it has to be personal.
It has to be yours. Yeah.
Someone else's experience coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what are you wearing though? All jokes aside.
He smells good?
Yes, he does.
Thank you.
I heard you saying about Paris. I was gonna try to wait till the interview over, but why not share that knowledge with everybody that's watching? What cologne are you wearing?
Firstly, I don't know how to pronounce it. I just know the bottle, but I don't like telling people.
Don't tell them.
Yeah.
Can you get it here?
Yeah, probably in America.
Can you at least show me?
Don't tell him.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Put me on.
No, Cassper,
I will. Yo, so everybody who meets Charlemagne from today and he smells good, you should know it's me. He got it from me. You know what I'm saying? So every time they ask you, you say, yeah, I got this from my homie Cassper from South Africa. And then if it's a lady, give them my number, and then, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm going to tell them it is. What you wearing, Cassper? Whoa, they ain't sound right.
Okay. Well, on that note, Cassper.
Any final thing you want to say to the people who are watching, because you represent South Africa right now?
Yo, South Africa has a great scene of hip-hop music right now. Check out my album on Apple Music and Spotify, whatever you use. It's titled THUTO. Tuto. Check out my album. And what did you say I'm going to say? My manager's whispering something.
Go ahead, yell it out loud.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
The FNB concert.
Yeah, I'm doing FNB.
Okay,
there's 75,000 people, so it's probably the biggest hip hop concert in the world.
Where's it gonna be?
In South Africa, in Johannesburg, FNB Stadium on the 2nd of December. Yeah, so people should go out and get their tickets.
You got a lineup already?
Yeah, we working on it.
Okay.
You should come down. Maybe come MC.
I would definitely do that.
Yeah, I was supposed to come out to South Africa.
You were supposed to come out last year.
They said you dropped the ball. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. we should have you guys come out there. It'll be really crazy. 75,000 people. It's going to be an amazing night on the 2nd of December.
The FNB concert.
Fill up FNB Stadium.
Yeah. December 2nd.
Yeah.
75,000 people.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Kanye might steal my stage again.
What kind of stage you doing this time?
I'm building a set. So I don't want to mess it up for people, but
it's gonna be special.
I'm Mufasa basically. Yeah. So
I gotta watch Lion King.
We have to take it back to I did the floating stage. Last year we did a lot of 3D dimensions with the stage, and this year I wanted to take it back home to Africa. So it's gonna be very like African themed jungle. It's gonna be crazy.
Got you.
Yeah.
Tell them where to follow you and all that stuff too.
Yo,
man.
follow me on Instagram, CASSPERNYOVEST. Cassper Nyovest. CASSPERNYOVEST. Twitter, Instagram. Check me out on YouTube. Check out my album though, Tuto. That's the best reference you'll have.
My guy Cassper Nyovest.
Yeah.
Big up South Africa.
Thank you. It wasn't that bad, yo.
Yeah, he's good.
Yo, shout out.
He clean.
Yeah.